How's everybody doing? Well, I'm telling you, it just gets better. It just gets better. But you gotta listen, you gotta soldier on. You gotta soldier on. So we are going to do, hopefully, if God permits, we are going to do the download of Ezekiel. But we have to do the weekly or monthly readings. I wanted to do the new moon and the full moon, but spirit told me not to do that. They really want me to stick with the weekly readings. So I'm gonna have to stick with the weekly readings and do that because it's the spirit wants me to do that. And I'm gonna do, of course, the polarities. So we're gonna do six. I never get to finish all six polarities, which includes the 12, right? So I'm going to start with the ones that I didn't do last month, and then continue on and complete that, and complete that whole series tonight. I have to do that, and because if it's gonna be weekly, I'm gonna have to do all 12 signs in one sitting. Or use in one sitting. I finish one polarity, then go right back and continue to the second polarity, and get it out of the way, and then do the other videos as required. Again, the Saturn series. I'm gonna go back to doing that. We left off in Cancer, right? Saturn in Cancer, and then I want to do the other biblical downloads like we normally do every Sunday. It's Sunday, Monday. Again, we are entering the September, and now things. This is Virgo season, right? So, and of course, I'm a Virgo, so things are going to, and we just had a Virgo new moon, so things are escalating, and there's a lot of activity, and it's easy to get lost in the sauce, right? So, without further ado, we're gonna pull the camera down, right? We're gonna pull the camera down, and we are going to do the the weekly readings again, beginning with the uh, we're going to use, of course, the consciousness angel cards, right? And then we're going to use the opposite polarity, which, of course, is the shadow, right? And it seems like a lot of you really, really like this series, uh, you know, and a lot of tarot readers are doing it too. They're doing weekly reading, right? And of course, and when it comes to the planets and the transits, um, I'm going to choose another deck for that. And it will be either this one, which is astrology, it has the planets, the houses, and the signs, or this one, which also has the planets, the houses, or the signs. And it describes the daily transits and progressions, including tertiary, secondary, and primary progressions. Okay, so let us begin with Gemini. And of course, we're going to add the influence of the new moon in Virgo. Okay. In the mundane chart, we put Gemini on the ascendant, making Virgo being in the fourth house. Let's see, right? Gemini. We have Gemini on the ascendant, which puts Virgo on the fourth house, and Pisces on the 10th house. It's a mutable cross. So, with the new moon in the fourth house for Gemini, uh, the fourth house deals with your home and your family and domesticity. Virgo also is a sign that deals with domesticity. So it's time for you to clean up your house, wash, clean, change the drapes, change the colors, maybe paint the apartment, maybe buy new furniture or rearrange the furniture, feng shui, right? Or buy some plants. Virgo, it's earth. It rules plants. Buy some plants, and It deals with food and nutrition. So make sure that you are eating properly, or maybe focus more on greens, beets, watercress, leafy green vegetables. Virgo also rules necessary matters and tasks that need to be done. Maybe you need to have some work done in the house, preparations, or maybe you need to be more spiritual and be more connected with nature in that sense. Virgo encompasses a lot of things. But falling the new moon in the fourth house um, requires that bring a little bit of earth into your environment with some flowers, plants, buy new pots, pans, you know, things like that. Organizing your home, your clothes, your drapes, you're buying new drapes, new curtains, giving it a different look, giving it a fall look, an earthly fall look for the coming fall season, right? That's an idea. All right, Gemini. So let's see. Okay, Gemini. Let's take a look. All right. Well, some of you might be upset. This is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Some of you might not feel in the week of September like you might feel off. Some of you might not feel um, bubbly, cheerful. You know, you might not feel beautiful or attractive. The Queen of Wands is very attractive. When she comes out in the reverse, she's annoyed or upset about something. Okay, that may not resonate with all of you, but most definitely will with most of you. Okay, the Magician came out here. Okay, very good. This is the time to manifest with the Virgo new moon, which rules magic, and with Gemini, which also rules magic. Remember, it's both ruled by Mercury, and Mercury is about to go retrograde. It's in Libra right now. So, if you have some magical manifestations or something that you want to manifest, do it quickly before the retrograde. You won't be able to. Maybe that's the frustration here. With the Magician in the upright, you can manifest whatever you want at this time. Again, the new moon in Virgo is about manifestation, and with the Magician here, it also talks about manifestation. So some of you don't be so upset and take it and be patient and be more kinder to yourself. Okay, all right. And then we have here, hmm, huh. Let me put on my glasses just a little bit here. Okay, so we got the 10 of Wands here. And there's a little, you feel burdened. There's a burden here. There's a burden here, and it's also like a crossroad. See, you're like at a crossroad. Okay, you're at a crossroad. You don't know, it's green, nice and pasture is green, and then there's a little well of water here, and you're gathering something, but it's not enough. You seem not satisfied with the end result of the harvest. This looks like a harvest, and there's not much in that little bucket there. Considering the fact that there's a plush greenery in the background, there should be a bigger turnout than what you got. So you're not happy with the results for many of you. Okay. Um, Something is keeping you up at night, Gemini. There's the full moon in Virgo manifesting, and this is very Cancer card. So again, the fourth house is being illuminated with the new moon in Virgo for you, Geminis. So maybe you need to relax and meditate and connect with nature, with especially with lunar concerns. Nurture yourself and bring nurture to your environment. But something is worrying you. You're not sleeping. There is a bed, and you're up. You're looking at something. Either you're waiting for something, or you're expecting something, but something is keeping you distracted and preoccupied, Gemini, which is why you feel, with the Queen of Wands in the reverse, you feel discontent. for many of you. Might not be for everybody here. Okay. Here we got the world, well, which is a judgment card, but it came out in the reverse. It came out in the reverse. When the world comes out, this is Saturn. And when it comes out in the reverse, there is something here that is not going in your favor. And it's sanctioned by the universe not to go in your favor. So maybe you might need to reevaluate and reassess what it is that you want and see how realistic it is. And if it is ethically, morally correct for you to manifest, with the magician being here, whatever it is that you want. But for some reason, with the world card in the reverse, the universe is not in agreement with what you're trying to manifest. So be very careful that what you are manifesting and when it manifests doesn't hurt anybody or yourself. Okay. And then the last card is awakening. There's an awakening happening, Gemini. Okay. Or it's going to happen because you are upset. Okay. And I think that by the end of the week, you're going to get an awakening and you are going to understand why the world card came out in the reverse, because maybe what you are trying to manifest is not appropriate, or at least at this time, Gemini. So reevaluate and assess what it is that you want to manifest and see if it is comfortable with the universe. Okay. Now let's look at the shadow aspect. You know, the engine behind what's motivating you to make this decision to want to manifest. What is it that you're manifesting? I mean, the magician came out in the upright, so it's not witchcraft or anything negative. I should hope not. But maybe what you want to manifest is not conducive right now for you to manifest. Especially now that we are getting ready to go on a retrograde. Hello, many of you out there in the chat. Hello, hello. Okay, so let's see what is the subconscious drive behind your actions and motivations, Gemini. Okay. We're going to begin on this end here. We got the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is you're waiting for the ship to come in, but it ain't coming in, Gemini. It's in the reverse. And then we have the Nine of Cups, which is wish fulfillment. Ain't going to be no fulfillment for you, Gemini. The cups are reversed. Okay. And then we have the Six of Cups in the reverse. So there's something or an issue from your past, or a person from your past, and this can also be past life that you have a beef with, or they have a beef with you, and this is gnawing at your subconscious. And then we have the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is bad enough in the upright. It's far worse in the reverse. You can't sleep. You can't sleep. You can't eat. You can't shit. You can't fuck. You can't do nothing. Something's bothering you and eating at you. You know, you're upset. Something ain't working out. You're not getting what you want. The universe is not agreeing with what you are trying to manifest, Gemini. And this is why you're pissed off. Okay. The Sun in the upright. You want something to work out. You want something desperately to go in your favor. But I don't know, Gemini. I think it will go in your favor, but not right now. Because again, we're getting ready to go into a retrograde. and it might not be conducive for you to manifest what you want. But I think after the retrograde is over, you might get what you want with the sun in the upright. Something's going to be illuminated to you too with the sun here in the shadow aspect of your reading. Something that probably that you didn't see or understand that's going to give you a different perspective. So, and then you're going to go, oh, wow, you know what? I'm glad I listened. Damn, I really dodged the bullet here. So the sun in the shadow aspect in the upright, it means that something will be illuminated that you didn't see before that could have been a major mistake how you moved forward in trying to manifest. And then, of course, we have the Ace of Swords. Now, look, the Ace of Swords talks about truth, but the Ace of Sword is in the reverse. So there's deception here. There's something here that's not genuine and it's not truthful, and you know it. And that's what the universe coming out of the world is ruling against you. So there's something here that is not correct. It's not right. This is the Ace of Sword, which is about truth, and it's in the reverse. So there's some lies here and deceptions here, Gemini. Either you're lying to yourself about something and pretending that this everything's okay, and you know you could do that, but the universe is gonna go, no, bitch, this is not right. This is the Ace of Swords. This is coming from above, and to have it in the reverse means that there's something here that's dishonest and not right and not in agreement with the universe. Okay, and this is why you're being blocked from manifesting what it is that you want. And here we got the Four of Swords. Okay, it's time for you to heal. There's something here that's making you angry, upset, which is why the Queen of Wands came out in the reverse. And you need to heal from something here, and you need to release something here. You see how you're crying here and you're sad here. You know, there's something here that you have to release, Gemini, that it's not working for you. You know, it's like you have to get over it. Get over it. Okay. And that is the subconscious for Gemini, yeah. And now let us now look at the polarity aspect of Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius on the ascendant puts Virgo in the 10th house. So the new moon in Virgo in the 10th house in the mundane chart of Sagittarius speaks about getting rewards at work, something that you did that paid off for you, and you're being rewarded or being recognized with the new moon illuminating the 10th house of the career and recognition, public recognition, and a job well done. So a lot of you Sagittarius are being celebrated for doing very good work, or you're about to, with the new moon in Virgo in the mundane 10th house of Sagittarius. So let us see what is going on with you, Sagittarius, with Gemini, as you already heard, being the subconscious side of your motivations. Mm-hmm. 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 And one more. Okay. Strength. A lot of you are at your strongest right now. And you are doing wonderfully, moving majestically with strength, beauty, and power. Very nice. Very nice. And then we have here, wow, freedom. Look at the horse galloping in the waters with the waterfall in the background. You're holding the cup and the hair is flowing and you have your hands on your hip. Look at that. The horse has no yoke. So you just ride and, riding, riding, riding. Come on, keep on riding. It's like you're good. You're good. It's like you're being triumphant. When a horse gallops in waters and streams like that, it is happy. It's showing off. This is the Don Juan of the zodiac, and this card exudes the Don Juan energy. Very good, Sag. Very good energy. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now that's hot. That's hot. Look at that. You got the world in one hand. I got the whole world In my hand, I got the whole world in my, yeah. You got the whole, and you got strong patriarchal protectors behind you, Sag, holding powerful symbols of beauty, love, the first lotus scepter that the young person has, and then the older person holding the larger staff standing up. This is all one person. And that means that you are in alignment with your inner self and the outer self, the younger self and the older self. This also talks about having ancestral protection, okay, from the patriarchal line. This is very good. This is perfect alignment, Sag. A lot of you are also developing close, intimate relationships at this time. And I think this is happening at a time when you are ready to walk away from a situation. And, you know, there's a bucket here with lots of abundance, lots of stuff here. So you're walking away from something that gave you security and sustenance. And with that dark black cape on you, symbolic of not looking back and not taking anything with you, including memories, pains, or pleasures with you. The door is open, the bags are packed, they're right there, and you are ready to go. And we see these plush trees outside with a little bit of a halo light at the horizon, promising so much. Sagittarians live for that kind of moment because the grass is always greener on the other side with Sag. And most people think it is. And usually they get disappointed when they go to the other side and they see that it's not so green. But with Sagittarius, it is greener and plush, and you've already completed a cycle. There's no more that's required of the cycle that you can use or utilize because you've already done it, Sag. So yes, it is time to pack your bags up and leave. Yeah, it's time to do that shit. I love packing my bags and leaving. I've marched and Sag. I love packing my bags and going somewhere. Ooh, I love it. It's more fun the process of going than to get there. So you are ready to go, Sag. This is number 10. Number 10 talks about completion, closing a cycle down. Wonderful. And look at that. You have the queen and the upright, whereas in Gemini, it's upside down. So Geminis can learn a little bit about they can learn about you, Sag. They can learn a thing or two. You might need to give your Gemini some more advice, you know, but you're doing the right thing and you're staying quite grand as the fire sign that you are, in balance with your inner feminine, Mr. Sag. And for you ladies that are Sages, you are balanced with your inner masculine, as these cards have shown the patriarchal image, the number 2 here. This is for you ladies that are Sages. This is your inner masculine. And for you gentlemen, this is your inner feminine. Excellent, excellent. Really loving it. Love it. Huh? Here we have the magician. But the magician here is in the reverse. Gemini, Sag, what's going on here? Everything here is good. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's been good so far, Gemini. The magician in the reverse can be speaking about you know better than to manifest at this time because we are going on to a retrograde with the new moon in Virgo. That the harvest, it has already been harvested. So whatever it is that you want to manifest at this time is not appropriate to manifest. Not with the new moon in Virgo. If it was a full moon, yes, not at the new moon. That means that the harvest is already here. And we're about to go retrograde. Unless you're going to do some dark magic, which requires Mercury to be retrograde. Okay. And then you also have an awakening. But the awakening for you is in the reverse, Sag. It's in the reverse. And the magician is in the reverse. So maybe you try to manifest something, it didn't work out, and that's why you're leaving. Because it wasn't worth it, and you can start off anew somewhere. Okay? That's what I am getting for the consciousness of Sagittarius. Now let's go to the shadow aspect, which is Gemini, the subconscious, and see what is the energy driving, or what is the driving force behind it, behind your actions and motivations. I just love the feel of this car, and it's so dark and juicy, you know. All right, let's see. Let's look at the subconscious here and see what's going on. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We have, what is this? 10, death, Scorpio. It's in the reverse. There's something that you're not letting go, Sag. There's something that you're not letting go. You're not letting something die, which is why the magic is not working, and manifesting is not working. You haven't awakened. You might need to let something go here, and or there's something here that you're struggling to transform, and it's not happening, which is why you have to walk away. We have here the Seven of Wands. You've been defending yourself from something or someone, some kind of force. It could be witchcraft, dark magic with the Magician in the reverse. But you've been defending yourself, protecting yourself. Yeah, here we have the Nine of Wands here. Very defensive, very protective. Like you're fighting and defending yourself from some kind of force that's trying to take you down here. Again, why now? I see why we have the Magician in the reverse and the Awakening in the reverse, and trying to defend yourself here with the Seven of Wands here. Okay, against a very dark force. The Scorpio in the reverse is very negative. A refusal to transform here. There's a situation that is not transforming. So you have to walk away from it because it's not transforming, it's not working out. Okay, here we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. There was someone very, very angry at you, or you were very, very angry, almost enraged because you could not manifest and get what you want with the Magician in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, Sag, here is the Wheel of Karma. The Wheel of Karma in the subconscious. You know that if you didn't stop doing what you were doing, sometimes you just can't stop. Sometimes you just can't stop. Yay, 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 yay. And the universe is here saying, okay, you need to stop, or we're gonna bring down the gavel of justice. And you have no choice but to walk away from the situation. Because here, in the subconscious that this is something that's a dead, done deal. With the wheel here, okay, the wheel it's not in your favor, which is why you did not get very far with this accomplishment as such. But it is in your favor for you to leave it alone and walk away from a situation. Okay. All right. The Hierophant. The Hierophant is tradition, spiritual laws, traditional laws, the clergy. It's also solid foundational beliefs, spiritual beliefs, the church. It's also a high-grade magician. And you are a Sagittarius, so this is in keeping with your philosophy. So you know that this is the right direction because this is who you truly are, Sagittarius. And stick with what you know and stick with the values that you hold dear to you, that defines who you are, Sag. Don't walk away or throw away your traditional values that have made you who you are today. Okay? Ten of Pentacles. You're all right. You got money. The Ten of Pentacles here, and you're good. You're good. The Ten of Pentacles also deals with family and family members. So there might be a family member here that is not that is thinking of you, or you're thinking of them, or plays a role in this somehow. It came out in the upright, so I don't think it's a threat here, but it's something to keep in mind because this represents family, and there's a family member here that's in your subconscious. something here that you might need to face concerning a family member. Okay, and that is the situation with Sagittarius here. Okay, that's just subconscious. Now let's take a look at the transits, secondary progression, TTRA progressions, the secondary progress moon. Let's see what they tell us. Okay, let's look at what the transits tell us. Okay, we'll put them in the four corners. Okay, so the planets for you, Sag and Geminis, the planet, the moon. The moon is going to play a role in the week of September 1st and September 7th. The moon fluctuates, and the moon just left void of course, which is usually very negative, stationary moon. And then we have the sun. We have the sun and the moon squaring each other. So masculine and feminine polarities are going to not be in harmony for the week of September 1st through the 7th. And then on the top of the midheaven, we have the planet. What is this here? Let me put on my glasses again. We have the North Node. So many of you, Geminis and Sagittarius, should be working towards your North Node, or look to your North Node to balance the square between the sun and the moon. Your mother, your father, feminine and masculine energies that are not blending, they're in square to each other, 90-degree square. The trine, which separates the square, is the North Node. So the solution to managing feminine and masculine polarities is to look towards your North Node as the counterbalance. And then on the opposite polarity of the West, we have, excuse me, we have Mars, the planet Mars. And the planet Mars is opposing the moon. So there's going to be emotional feelings, the feeling you get. Many of you are going to be in your feelings this week with Mars opposing the moon. And with Mercury going retrograde, you might not logically make sense of why you might be feeling the way you're feeling, or you might not get the tangible results that you're looking for when Mercury goes retrograde. And it's about to. So prepare for that. Take it easy. Be kind to yourself. Pamper yourself. Go out in nature. With the new moon in Virgo, go out in nature, or go out and do things that can bring you peace and joy, doing reading, doing painting, doing art, drawing, things to distract the mind and also give an avenue for your emotions to come through. If you cannot articulate things emotionally, then maybe you can draw, paint, find other secondary means of communicating your emotions that don't deal with direct communication, since again Mercury is going to go retrograde and that can actually aggravate things for you. So guys, this is the actual situation for the week of September through the 7th with Gemini and Sagittarius. I hope you liked it. I hope it resonates, and we are going to then continue with Virgo, Pisces.